Hey everyone, I thought for today's video, since I haven't been out taking pictures in a while, I kind of challenged myself. So I've come here to kind of photograph the fall colors. You can see some of the color behind me. Only thing is that I came a bit too late, maybe a week late, so there's just a little bit of color here hanging on some of the trees, but most of the leaves have kind of fallen off. And that's just common with every year. You never know how long it will last. So definitely, but it's interesting though, because this will be something new to kind of photograph. There's still color hanging on, and some of the forest views, some of the trees have the leaves fallen off, so it kind of makes it, I don't know, a bit of play of colors against the bare trees and some of the trees that are hanging on. And just minutes on this small trail here, I already kind of found a composition that I want to photograph. But just to kind of make it fun today, I'm only challenging myself to photograph with my 100 to 400 here. And this is a Sony 100 to 400. I'm only going to use that. I'm not going to be tempted to switch to my wide angle lens. I think it'd be fun to kind of challenge yourself to stick to one thing. And I'm just going to explore today. Right now the light's kind of nice. It's about 2 to 3 hours before sunset. So it's only going to get better as the day progresses. I'm kind of looking forward to get some shots here. Kind of being in a forest, when you get the sun breaking through the trees, kind of get some dabbled light on the leaves, on some of the trees. It's quite nice to have a subject line. I'm just going to set up my camera right now, take my first shot. And I'm going to use only a polarizer on the shot because it was raining yesterday, so some of the leaves might still be wet, so it'd be kind of nice to boost that color. And already you can see the polarizer is already on it. I can just spin it here and it sits closer to the lens, and with this adapter I can attach a filter system and I can put my filters like ND or grad NDs on the front and have the polarizer in the back. So I'm curious to use that. I might use also a neutral density filter, maybe a 6-stop or a 10-stop, to kind of get a bit more artistic with the photo and show you a way where using a filters like ND filter can really kind of change your images. Because at times it is quite windy here, so I really want to get kind of artistic with one of the shots, but I'll go for a normal one with just a polarizer right now, and then maybe put on the ND filter and take some shots with that. It's kind of funny, the minute I got my camera set up and honed down my composition, the sun went behind some clouds and I lost that dabbled light on the leaves and the trees in the background. But it's kind of what I like about this photo, is just that burst of color, the yellow color against the background of white and gray and dark trees. It plays off nicely, and if it was like full-on color, like fall color, you wouldn't be able to do this kind of photo. But just because all that trees are kind of, what do you call it, like thinned down, the forest is more, you can see more into the forest. It kind of created that play between color and bare trees, so you can actually see more. So it's quite nice as a photo. It's a good subject. Obviously it can always be better. I'm gonna wait to see if the sun can come back, and maybe I can take a shot with the sun and show you guys the difference between with and without. I think that'd be interesting. So I'm pretty happy with this picture. I took one picture with the sunlight and one without. And honestly, from the back of the camera, I do like the picture without the sun. I think the colors look more even, and the sun wasn't doing much to enhance the colors in the image. And I think with the polarizer, it really does bring out that yellow. So I quite like this photo here. There's something really artistic about it. I think with this image, I'd like to try a 6-stop ND filter. I got it right here. And this one, it's a nano IR ND filter, 100 by 100. So it's still the same system that I'm used to. It's a 100 millimeter system. And what I like about this filter is that I had the polarizer already on the adapter, and it's closer to my lens, so it does remove vignetting, and according to them, it has no color cast. And after trying it out, it does not introduce any color cast to the image. So I'm quite happy with the filter system so far. I think it's advertised and it works really, really well, and it does what it's intended to do. And I'm curious to try this one out and see what I can get a bit more artistic and show that sometimes, you know, scenes like this you can use an ND filter as well, get creative. And it might not work, it's kind of a test, but it's fun to try. So this is the filter holder right here. It's got 3 slots in it. I'm just gonna put in my 6-stop ND filter here, and just gonna wipe it a little bit because got some dust on it. I think this is the first time I actually take it out of the box and use it. So just one thing to make sure is I have my focus already set, so I'm gonna switch to manual focus so it doesn't hunt when trying to focus with the ND filter. And I know what my exposure is, and so I'm just gonna memorize my exposure setting here just so I can go for kind of a longer exposure, because I do want the blurry effect. I'm just gonna put that on, and then I'm gonna do some calculations, figure out what my shooting time at f5.6 ISO 50, how much my shutter speed would be with a 6-stop. And I'm gonna wait for it gets a bit windy to get some extra movement. We'll see how that turns out. I was taking a picture of the tree, you know. No, a picture, but that's taking video.
Okay.
So one for video, one for picture. See you guys. Yeah, you too. I took one shot with the 6-stop. It was about 4 seconds at f5.6, but I want to kind of go a bit further, so I switched to a 10-stop and defilter, and right now it's giving me about 30-second exposure at 5. So I think that will do the effect that I wanted to do. I'm just gonna click the shutter here and just kind of see what happens, you know. But from what I can tell, it's looking interesting. It's a bit more artistic. You know, maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but for me, I like to experiment, and it's kind of what today is all about. By kind of limiting myself to using the 100 to 400 and finding similar subjects like this. This could be like the theme of the day, or just to photograph kind of intimate landscapes, kind of colors play against a bare forest. I wanted to have that kind of painterly effect with the effect that I'm doing for it. I think I noticed one thing, the image is a little bit dark, so I would like it to be brighter. So I'm just gonna open up my ISO to like ISO 200 and take the same shot again. So I want it to be like vibrant pop of color. I want it to be light on the eyes, quite bright. But somehow the wind seemed to have stopped, and if I just get like a gust of wind, definitely help out and make it more dreamy, as to get more motion in the leaves, and every once in a while the trees do shake, you know. Yeah, I'm having fun here. It's just kind of funny. It's been 20-30 minutes I've been standing in the one spot just taking one single picture, and this is kind of how long it takes to, when you're really into photography, is sometimes it can take that long. So yeah. Also, if you're interested in trying out these filters, or to buy one, they did give me a small discount codes for you guys. You can use if you want to. You know, this is not by any chance an advertisement for them. I'm just saying you can save like 5% off. I mean, who doesn't love savings, right? So you can use my code. I'll put it up on the screen here. You can, you know, maybe if you want to try them out, you can do so. Anyway, right now I got that shot here, so I'm just gonna walk around here and see what else I could find. One thing I like about these filters is that once you're done, I always keep the polarizer on the lens here, and with the adapter I have like this cap that I just put it, and it's already installed on, so it makes my job easier whenever I want to take my camera back out of the bag and photograph another picture. So it's a lot easier to pack than my previous filter system.